Will somebody pull up the Georgia Bass Nation Facebook, see if you can hear?
Hey, y'all come this way so I don't have to scream so loud, man. I get tired of screaming. I scream at work a lot.
We good? All right, everybody. From Steve Owens with Georgia Bass Nation. We're here on Clark's Hill at Haddon Outdoors. One of the better shops you'll find around the area or any area. So I'm going to go ahead and get down to what we had this weekend. We had our fourth event of the 2025 season in conjunction with the Southeast Georgia Kayak Bass Fishing Club. And so I'm going to let Daniel Woodcock go ahead and do their awards for the today.
So we had a total of 12 anglers, 82 fish caught out of the 12 anglers. That's a heck of an amount of fish caught out of 12 anglers. In third place, Eric Hawks with 85 3/4 inches. Second place, Marvin Santana with 86.5 inches.
What's up, y'all?
Talk about your day, Marvin.
Not a whole lot to it. Just a struggle bus trying to find bigger fish today. Never ended up finding bigger fish. I doubled it into the Georgia Bass Nation event, and but ultimately I went home with some wood, caught them on some wood. Nothing on docks, unfortunately. Yeah, second place. I had a blast at the home pond, and just excited to go home with some hardware, and excited to see all of my fellow anglers out here, and getting to experience Clark's Hill one more good time.
All right, man. We appreciate you.
Yep.
Thank you, sir. And to round out the top three with number one is Randall Kirkpatrick. Randall not here either.
No, probably not. Sorry.
And your big bass with 19 1/4 inch bass would be Adam Chance.
Drop fish on a wacky rig. I just throw it around anything I think a bass might spawn or stage on, and finally got into some cleaner water. Got a hold of the 19 about 1 o'clock, I think. That's it for me.
All right, we appreciate you, man. Thank you. Are you done, Daniel?
I am, Steve.
All right, next we'll get into the Georgia Bass Nation, where we had 32 anglers catch 200 fish. 200 fish. And so we'll go ahead and call up Big Bass for the weekend. The Sniper Marine Big Bass, taking home $160, was a 23-incher by Chris Spall. Come on up, Chris, and grab your check. Go over and grab your hardware real quick if you don't mind.
I'll put a grin on your face.
That's right there. Yeah, after that, those donuts you got it off the water, and then now this. So, man, just what did it take to get that big one?
I came out yesterday and found a group of fish, all up shallow in the mud. I threw one buzz bait, caught a 21.5, and left. Went across the river and fished elsewhere. Came back today. The first fish I hooked was the 23. I then again caught the 21.5 that I caught yesterday. I do believe. Ended up just throwing buzz baits and lizards when they'd swirl on it and miss.
Well, heck yeah, man. We appreciate you coming out. Congratulations on Sniper Marine Big Bass.
Thank you. Yeah.
All right. And we paid out 3 spots. So taking home $384 with 91 inches. He had a 17 and a half, a 17 and a half, an 18 and a quarter, 18 and 3/4, and a 19 incher is Grandpa Keith Martin. Keith's already headed home. So in second place with a 91 and 3/4 inch limit, taking home $576 with a 17 3/4, an 18, 18 and a quarter, 18 3/4, and a 19 incher, Josh Choi. Josh, we appreciate you coming out to Clarks Hill. Did you get to practice much or any?
I was out here most of the week. I couldn't get into a largemouth fight like some of these guys did, so I just went after the schooling fish. Some of the largemouth areas that I did get on to during the week, they weren't there anymore. So just went chasing for the schooling fish. Caught nothing but spotted bass. I don't know how many I caught, but not a single largemouth today. But it was still fun. It was a blast. Got to see them bust top water all day. So.
All right, what'd you catch them on? Anything you want to give away?
It's top water.
All right, okay, top water bait. All right, no problem with that, man. We appreciate you, man. You got anybody you want to thank?
Yeah. Appreciate putting these on for us, Steve.
Yeah.
My wife, she let me fish all week. So, and then just everyone that came out, we appreciate it and love the support.
All right, man. We appreciate you, Josh. All right, in first place, taking home $960. Failed to mention, we are part of Purple Heart Homes this year, which is a veteran organization that focuses on repairing and taking care of home needs of our men and women in the service of our country. So we appreciate them letting us be a part this year. We're doing a fundraiser all year. So as you sign up on Tourney X, you have the option to donate anywhere from $5 to $100, whatever it is you want. There's direct links to make donations if you want, and then we also take $1 per angler entry to put into a pot there. So this week we put $92 into it, and so I don't have that total, but we're up over, I believe, $1,000 right now for them halfway through the season. So appreciate all of your commitment to that, taking care of those people who help take care of our safety and security. So in first place, taking home $960 with a 15 and a half, a 19 and a quarter, a 20 inch, a 20 and a half, a 21 and a quarter for 96 and a half total. Nick Dyer. Nick is the champion. What did you get to come out and practice any?
I did not. Drove into town, slept in a Walmart parking lot last night, got in town about 11 o'clock. No chance of pre-fishing. I just figured I would rely on all my past success on herring fisheries. And then I remembered there has been none. I'm terrible on herring lakes, so I just figured I would go out and fish, throw swim baits, and got lucky and ended up around a bunch of largemouth.
So what you're saying, rolling in with no practice at 11 at night, you just like to fish pissed off, and that's what works, right?
Don't think. Sometimes I think thinking is not my strength. So just to roll out and don't think and go with your instincts, maybe that's my new strategy.
Yeah, that's my strong suit is you point and I'll do. Don't ask me to think about it. So, man, you got anybody you want to give thanks, or how did you catch them?
Thank Dugout, Bait and Tackle, having all the good gear. I've gotten a little bit lazy and used to being in that big PA, but it's nice when you got a motor that gets you where you want to go and got the electronics. There were a few situations today where, like one of the first fish I caught, I saw there were multiple fish with it and sat there and kept fishing that area, picked up a few fish. So, a lot of times, like in the past, I think a lot of times you catch one fish and you don't realize that there was a wolf pack there and you just move on. So having that forward facing, I'm not going to throw a bunch of nasty stuff, but having that forward facing at least gives you the information to know that, that wasn't just a one-off fish. That might be an area you need to saturate and spend a little bit of time on. So, like I said, they're having the equipment, still slowly learning how to use it. But like I said, that falls back on to the I'm not good at thinking part. So, throwing swim baits, mainly paddle tails, and just anything, a couple of different ones, something I could kind of slow roll, get into that depth where they were, and they weren't. A lot of the fish weren't aggressive. The ones that I did get to eat, about took it out of my hand. But I mean, there were a lot of fish where I was just watching the fish and watching the paddle tail and not getting a bite. But like I said, if you got it in front of the right one, you would end up with a broke arm. So it was a good day.
Well, all right, man, we appreciate you. You qualify for our state championship, which is another Finesse type Lake Lanier, coming in October. So we appreciate you, Nick, and we'll see all of y'all when we get back out there. All you check cashers for both clubs, if you don't mind, come up whenever I close this out so we can get photographs and everything. But again, we want to thank Haddon Outdoors for having us here in Appling, Georgia, I believe it is. And Georgia Bass Nation has 4 more events left. We're going to update the Carl Black Chevrolet Angler of the Year standings hopefully tomorrow. And again, we want to thank Sniper Marine for our big bass support this year, Dugout Bait and Tackle, Purple Heart Homes. You see all the others there. We've got a native watercraft that we're giving away at the state championship, as well as Guardian Angel setup for those motorized people. Newport Vessel motor is going to be there again as well. I think this is the 4th year that we do that. So appreciate Tourney X, Yamamoto Baits, One Objective, Bill Lewis, Precision Hardwood, and the Tumlin Homes and Land team for all their support for us. And we'll catch up with y'all in a little bit. Thank you so much for tuning in.